Y'all hit that like button, y'all comment, and y'all subscribe, man. Let's get into it, man. 7 signs God is preparing you for a major breakthrough. Now, number 1, God will test you. See, when God tests you, he's preparing you for a major breakthrough. A lot of y'all get tested by God, and you wondering, like, why am I going through all this? Why am I going through all these obstacles? Why am I going through all these different, hard tasks? Why does it seem like it's getting harder? It's because God is testing you. You got to keep going. You cannot be afraid of tests. See, when you are a chosen one, you're going to experience tests. This is what God give us. And a lot of y'all got to keep y'all head up. You got to pass that test. Do not let nobody distract you. Do not let nobody try to turn you around from passing that test. Tests gonna come. It's a part of life that we go through tests. We go through obstacles, and we have to just ride it out. You know what I'm saying? We have to continue to keep going. We cannot let nothing distract us. But God gonna test you on a narrow path. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you, I know a lot of us don't like tests, but what God is doing is he's trying to test us to try to see if we can pass the test so we can get our major breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Don't quit. Don't stop. I know it's getting harder. I know it seems like, things is not going how you want it to go, but you got to keep going. This is a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get that breakthrough, you must pass the test that God give you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of times when it comes down to our goals, especially long-term goals, you're going to have to go through delayed gratification. It might not seem like you doing a lot of work, but you ain't getting hardly nothing back. See, it might take 5 years just for you to get paid back from your purpose. Or it might take 3 years for you to get paid back from your purpose. But in order for you to receive that major breakthrough, you have to go through God's test. He's going to test you with your family. He's going to test you with so many different things in life, man. If you can stay focused, all these different type of obstacles, all these different type of tests is going to come. So you got to prepare yourself, and you got to be equipped, and you got to know that you can do all things through the God that's within you. All right. Number 2, God allowed distractions. See, this is a sign that God is preparing you for a major breakthrough. When I mean by God is allowing distractions, he's going to try to see if you're going to let different people, your friends, your family, even your haters distract you. He's going to allow these haters to try to test you. You know what I'm saying? Go back to number 1. They see that they can distract you. You cannot be distracted by your family members. You cannot be distracted by, your coworkers. You can't be distracted by your friends. And the distraction, it's going to come. But it's up to you to let it prevail, to let it, fall through. You guys got to understand, man, these distractions going to come in our life. You know what I'm saying? Even when it come down to, family members leaving our life, friends leaving our life, friends scouting us out, friends keep bothering us, family keep bothering us. All these different distractions, God going to allow them to do that, to try to distract you. Even when it comes down to your haters, they're going to be talking about you. They're going to be trying to scandalize your name. They're going to be saying so many different things to try to distract you from getting your major breakthrough. You got to pass the test. You got to know for a fact, man, these distractions is nothing but a test from God. He's allowing this to happen. Now, God, he's not doing it, but he's allowing it. So you gotta prepare yourself to pass these tests, because see, God wants you to stay on one accord. God don't want you to get off track, but he's gonna allow these tests to continue to keep coming, just to see if you're gonna pass the test by not letting these people distract you. It's gonna be so many people, even your own family members, they're gonna distract you because they wish that they was you. See, they're going to distract you because they wish that they was, God was blessing them like he's about to bless you. They're going to try to distract you, to try to get you off the narrow path. You got to be strong-minded. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the spirit of discernment when it comes down to dealing with distractions. Distractions, they ain't going to last that long. It's only going to be just for a few minutes, or maybe just a few moments. But you got to continue to stay focused on the narrow path. Do not let these people distract you, man. All right. Number 3, God will isolate you. This is a sign that God is preparing you for a major breakthrough. Isolation is going to come. And the reason why God will isolate you is because you're not going to be able to get your breakthrough by the distractions of this world. You're not going to be able to get your breakthrough by letting other people influence you, except the God that's in you. See, God is going to detach your old influences. See, because your old influences was, that was low vibrational. You used to be influenced by guys, by other guys, or if you're a female, you used to be influenced by other women, or if you're a girl, you used to be influenced by other girls. If you was a boy, you used to be influenced by other boys. But now, it's time for the God in you to influence you. You know what I'm saying? So this isolation gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And when God's preparing you for isolation ain't nothing but a test as well. You got to get comfortable with being alone. See, God want to get you to be comfortable with being alone so he can use you. He can't use you if you let somebody else use you. No, he can't use your energy if you let somebody else use your energy. So he's gonna isolate you from your friends. He's gonna isolate you from your family. He's gonna isolate you from your co-workers. He's gonna isolate you from everybody, so you can think more logical. So you can get on the narrow path. So you can self-improve. So you can take more accountability. You know what I'm saying? Isolation gonna come so you can become more accountable for the things that you used to didn't want to be accountable for. See, because God, he's preparing you to be his strongest soldier on the battlefield. That's what he's doing, man. You guys got to be prepared for the isolation. Because when the isolation comes, elevation is up ahead. Elevation is up ahead. You just got to continue to have faith in God. You got to believe that God can help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. And a lot of you guys is not comfortable with being alone. See, a lot of you women is not comfortable being alone. See, but God, that's where your niche is. That's where your power is, being alone. God, he wants you to be alone so he can deal with you. See, when your old friends were dealing with you, when your family members were dealing with you, it was chaotic. It was no peace. It was no hope. They was leading you to the wrong direction. But God, he's isolating you so he can lead you to the right direction. So you can go down the narrow path. Man, it gets deep, man. It gets really, really deep. All right. Number 4, God will test your discipline. See, this is a sign God is preparing you for a major breakthrough. He's going to test your discipline. See, he's going to see how disciplined you is. See, you might not see major success. You might not see major fruits. Like that's just like when you watering, when you just put a seed in the ground. You're going to be watering that seed for a while, for months, for it to become like a fruitful tree. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be watering for months and years for it to get more fruitful, for the tree to get more stronger, for the roots in the tree to get more stronger. You have to water it for years, man. But God, see, he's going to test your discipline. So you could water your purpose. You know what I'm saying? So and as you watering your purpose, as you staying disciplined, as you staying consistent on your purpose, you're going to grow. See, but you might not grow when you want to grow. See, you might not see the results when you want to see the results. But trust me, the results is going to come. You got to stay disciplined. You got to stay strong-minded. See, and another thing, the reason why God is testing your discipline is because he's just trying to see if you're doing it just for the fruits of the labor. See, he's just trying to see if you're doing it just for the money. He's just trying to see if you're only doing it because you motivated. See, when your motivation run out, discipline must take over. Discipline must be in your mindset. Discipline must be in your walk, must be in your steps. I'm trying to tell you. See, when my motivation run out, discipline comes in. That's the spirit of God to continue to keep going. See, when you are just motivated to do something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're just doing it based off of emotions, based off of what somebody said. Somebody that hyped you up, now you want to do it. See, but when it run out, see, that's how you can tell who is prepared for that major breakthrough and who's not. See, when that motivation run out, that discipline supposed to take over. See, it's not about how you feel when you're walking down the narrow path. See, it's not about how, you feeling every single day. You're going to do it regardless of how you feel. When discipline take over. See, when that motivation run out, discipline take over, it ain't about how you feel no more. It's about you having the duty to put in the work for the king. See, that's what it's about. See, a lot of people, they don't understand, man. See, God, he's going to give a major breakthrough to his strongest soldiers. See, God's going to give a major breakthrough to his chosen ones. See, some people are called by God, but only a few, small few that are chosen. And the chosen ones, they don't do things based off of motivation. They don't do things based off of how they feel. They do it because of discipline. They do it because they have duty. They do it because it's their accountability. They're doing it because it's for God, man. See, this is what's gonna happen when God preparing you for your major breakthrough. You gotta be smart, man. You gotta know for a fact that, oh, I'm starting to feel unmotivated. Discipline supposed to take over. See, God gonna test that discipline to see if you really disciplined, if you really about the narrow path. Is you really a chosen one? Or are you just called? See, because people that are just called by God, some of them are lukewarm. And some of them are just cold. Some of them, they only do it only for a season. But when you are motivated by God, when you are disciplined, not motivated, when you are disciplined by God, when you have a purpose, when you got a plan, when your major breakthrough is about to come, man, your discipline gonna take over. You gotta be smart, man. You gotta be wise. So, yes, God is going to test your discipline. All right. Number 5, God will expose people you need to depart from. Yep. See, when God is preparing you for a major breakthrough, when he prepares you for that breakthrough, he going to expose to you the people that you need to depart from. You need to get rid of those people that's not trying to better their life. You got to get rid of people that's not dwelling in the high vibration. You got to get rid of those low vibrational people. The people that want to about drama. The people that's about all their life is about just clubbing. The people that's their life is all about just like the drinking or smoking. Man, you got to get rid of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because God, your major breakthrough, God got a plan for your life. I'm trying to tell you. And even with your family members, it's going to be your family. It's going to be some of your family members. It's going to be some of the low vibrational people that God is going to expose you to depart from. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the low vibration that God don't want low vibrations in heaven. See, when God judges those low vibrations, he going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. That's what he going to say. So when God is exposing to you these low vibrational people, you need to depart from them. You got to depart from them. Now, you don't got to say that you never knew them, but spiritually, you don't know them. You know what I'm saying? You finna connect with a new family. You finna connect with new friends. You finna connect with better friends. You finna connect with better from family members. You gonna connect with people that's at a high vibration. It's a lot of our family members, man, they at a low vibration. And God, see, when God's preparing you for a major breakthrough, when it's time to depart, it's time to depart. It's time to separate yourself. You must separate yourself. I don't care who it is. See, it can be your best family member. But when God is working through you, when God steps in, you got to depart from that person. I don't care how funny they is. I don't care how interesting they is. I don't care how entertaining they is. When it's time to depart, it's time to depart. You guys got to know that, man. You guys got to be smart. You got to be wise. See, you might not get that major breakthrough if you don't depart from that family member. You might not get that. I'm going to say you're not going to get that major breakthrough if you don't depart from that toxic friend. See, it's a lot of our friends are toxic as well. The truth is the truth. When it's time to depart, when God exposing you, like, man, they not about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to better their life. They're just doing the same old routines. But you want to grow. So you got to get around the same mindsets that want to grow just like you. Sorry, guys. You got to get around the same mindsets that want to grow just like you. You got to get around people that want to elevate. And when you're around people that want to elevate, the conversation is going to be different. They're not going to be saying, oh, that's not for you. Or they're not going to be saying, well, I don't know if you should do that. Or they're not going to be jealous of you because of what you're doing. They're going to be proud of you. They're going to be telling you to go for it. They're going to tell you to keep going. They're going to tell you to, yeah, you can do all things through God that's from you. They're going to tell you that it's possible. But when you are hanging around with low vibrational people, you know how they is, bro. When you tell them about your plans, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Or when you tell them about what you got going on, they're going to try to discourage you. They're going to try to bring you down. You know why? Because they should be doing what you're doing. This is why, God going to expose the people that's at low vibration. This is why God's going to tell you, who to depart from. You must become more spiritual. When you become more spiritual minded, it's a lot. You're gonna realize it's a lot of spiritual warfare out here. You know, when you become more spiritually minded, you're gonna realize that certain people that you are hanging around, they at a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? They vibrating red. They're not vibrating green. They're not vibrating gold, and they're not vibrating ultra blue. They vibrating red. So you got to get rid of those people that's out your life. You got to get them out your life, man. It is what it is. I know, even if it might hurt. But hey, if it hurt for me to elevate, you know, if it hurt, then I'd rather go for it. I'd rather suffer the pain of discipline than suffer the pain of regret. I'm not playing no games, man. You can't play no games, man. All right? When it's time for God preparing you for a major breakthrough. All right? So we on number 6 now. God will give you the strength to stop bad habits. See, when God prepares you for a major breakthrough, He's going to give you the strength to stop those bad habits. Because guess what happens? You lowering your vibration. The more you pay attention to those bad habits, the more that you dwell in those bad habits, it's all sin. It's all sin. So when God prepares you for a major breakthrough, you're gonna stop those bad habits way before. You're gonna stop those bad habits when He gets you on the narrow path. You know what I'm saying? When He isolate you, see right here, number 3. When He isolate you, you're gonna stop those bad habits. And, you know, so He can prepare you for that major breakthrough, because you can't get it with those bad habits, man. You know, God, He doesn't dwell in the unclean spirit. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand this, man. He's not going to dwell. There ain't no way you can get a major breakthrough still in that low vibration. Still got those bad habits, you know, just want to sin like constantly. You know, all them sins that you're doing, He's not going to give you that major breakthrough. So when number 3, when He isolates you, stop those bad habits. I'm telling you, you know, those bad habits is a blockage. You know what I'm saying? So before you get the major breakthrough in the natural realm, He gonna give it to you in the spiritual. See, and our body is spiritual. It's a temple. So if we doing stuff to our body that got to do with sin, God can't give us that major breakthrough. Like I said, He don't dwell in an unclean spirit. God cannot dwell. He can't operate. You know what I'm saying? That high vibration you can't attract high vibrational things if you dwelling in low vibrational things. You can't attract that. So you know what I'm saying? So you can't attract growth if you stagnant in a low vibration. You can't attract growth. I'm trying to tell you. It's all spiritual, man. All right? So when it comes down to those bad habits, when God prepares you for a major breakthrough, you're going to stop those bad habits way before, man. Way before. When He isolates you, those bad habits going to be done and over with. You know what I'm saying? Number 7, God will expose the narrow path to you. You know, when God is preparing you for a major breakthrough, God's going to expose the narrow path to you. This is how you're going to get your major breakthrough. You can't get it going down the path of destruction. You know, you're going to lose. You're not going to gain. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose. You know, the devil, you know, the spirit, the fallen angel spirits and the demons, they're going to have a field day with you. You ain't going to be able to grow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bad stuff going to be happening to you. But when God exposed the narrow path to you, a lot of good things is going to happen to you. Because like I said, now you don't stop your bad habits. You eating better. You thinking positive, more positive, and everything like that. So this is what happens, man. When God's about to prepare you for a major breakthrough, the narrow path will be exposed to you. And the narrow path is a lot of times it comes with isolation. It's gonna come with isolation. It's gonna come with you're gonna have to separate yourself, you know, from a lot of people, bro. Like I said, a lot of people, they're not good for you. A lot of people, they're not good for your mental health. You know, it's so many people that they're just not. You know what I'm saying? They still dwelling in that low vibration. They still trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? They still don't know. You know, they still got they double-minded. You know, they still don't know if they want to be a part of the kingdom of light or part of the kingdom of darkness. You know, they don't know. So, like I said, man, God is going to expose that narrow path. When He exposes that narrow path, like I said, man, you're going to have to go by yourself. Number 3, go back to number 3, isolation. You're going to have to go by yourself. And that's just a test. You know, it's just a test, like I just said. It's going to be a test to see, you know what I'm saying, if you really ready, if you chosen, or if you called, or if you just still low vibrational. See, God, like I said, He not gonna give you a major breakthrough if you don't want to be on the narrow path. That don't make sense. You know, you want to be a path of destruction and get a major breakthrough by God? Nah, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know, if you get a major breakthrough by the devil, it's going to come with pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? But when you get a major breakthrough by God, there's no pain involved. You know what I'm saying? There's no suffering involved. So I hope you guys got some part of this video. I hope it helped you out. I hope it encouraged you, man. It's cool, man. I'm out.